Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Whoop and welcome to this new video. It's been a while actually since I've done a video, but I thought I'd do some Elite Dangerous today. Gonna be smuggling some slaves. Boo! I know, shouldn't really be doing this, but I wanted to test something out. I've just bought the Krait. It's been a while since I played Elite Dangerous. And when I have been playing, I've been exploring, so it's the first time back in the bubble for over 5 months, I think, or just under. So I thought,
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
let's get the new Krait and see what it's good for. So I had a look at the stats and stuff. If I go on to outfitting, it's a medium-sized ship, but you can have quite big slots on it. So it's got a 7 for your power plant. Thrusters are only a 6, but I've got them maxed out. Power plant, for obviously reasons, I've not got enough money to have the power plant maxed out on this particular ship, just because, as you can imagine, it's expensive to buy. I had over 100 million when I came back from exploring, but as you'll see from the build, it's disappeared quite quickly. So yeah, I've got a 7A power distributor. That was only 9 million though, so I was quite surprised at that. I thought it was going to be a lot more. Frame shift drives maxed out, fully engineered. Yeah, it's on the new. Yeah, it's a frame shift drive from the new engineering as well, so it's not from the old one. So it's got plus 55% to optimize mass, which is the best you can get on a frame shift drive. Which gives this Krait quite a nice jump range, even when it's fully laden. It's still got a 24 light year jump range, which is very good considering it's got 6A thrusters on it, which are engineered. However, they're only level 3 because they're just what I already had them, and they're just what was available to me at the time without spending too much money. They've got dirty drive tuning. Yeah, and obviously the power plants are very expensive, so I've only managed to get a 6A for now. Optional internals. I've gone for as much cargo capacity as I can, so 2 6s, 2 5s. The 4 is actually my shield. I've got a 3A fuel scoop. Don't necessarily need it, but I'm travelling quite far in this video, so I just don't want to risk it. I've got it just in case I need it. Oh, and you, not hard point. Yeah, hard points. It's got 2 big multi-cannons, 1 big pulse, and 2 medium beams. Now, people always say, oh, don't put too many beams on, but I just like it. I've gone for bog standard, no engineering on them. I haven't unlocked the engineering for the beams. I've got it for the multi-cannons, but I've just, because of time, I've not done it. And then utility mounts. I've got 2 shield boosters and 2 heat sinks. And the heat sinks are obviously because I'm smuggling. You know, you don't want to be caught in the wrong system with slaves. Particularly if you're in the Federation, because they are not keen on people carrying slaves. So yeah, I've got 194 tons capacity. And I've got engineered engines, so this ship should be quite a nice little smuggler. Also, for you pirates out there. I'm not a pirate. I'm part of the PBSF. So if I get a bounty over 100,000 in a system, then it's frowned upon in the group that I'm in. And I think it's in any PBSF systems. You're only allowed a bounty of under 10,000. So being a pirate for me, really not the best option. And the upside to smuggling is you don't always get caught. So if you play it safe, you won't get caught. Right. So I'm at Green Dock in I think it's 16. Yeah, 16 Lyra, or I can't pronounce it. If anyone can pronounce these systems, then I'll give you a medal, because some of them are ridiculous. And I've got bookmarked where I'm going, which is Eskit. Now, I originally, for this video, I looked on the database, and it said that Eskit, you could buy slaves for cheap. So I went there, had a look, and actually they're in demand of slaves. So what I've done is I found somewhere else to go to, which is Green Dock, which I've found, and I've actually decided to buy from here and to sell to Eskit. Now Eskit are only asking 18,000, so I'm only getting it should be about 300,000 profit. But that's not what the video is about. The video was just about finding out if this ship could be a good little smuggler ship. I don't see why not, because if you look at how much cargo you can have, it's I think it's only just under the Python, and you just look at the ship and you think, this is a smuggler ship. It's streamlined, it's got good hard points on it. If you get caught, you can fight. If people try to interdict you, because you've got an expensive cargo like slaves, for instance, you're definitely going to get someone trying to stop you if you're carrying Imperial slaves, because they are worth a lot. So yeah, this ship I think could be a very good smuggler. So I just wanted to test it out, really. Right, so I didn't actually select Eskit, I should have done. Silly me. So it's Stuart Mines that I'm going to, and obviously everyone knows about the Elite Dangerous database. You go on there, you find who wants something, you find who's selling it for cheap, and then you've got yourself a nice little trade route. I've not done too much smuggling. I think my profit from smuggling is only something like 3 million. But with this ship coming out, I absolutely love the look of it, the feel of it when you fly. It's quite a special ship. I thought the Chieftain was fantastic when it was released. You know, it's a brilliant little fighting ship, and I also used it for smuggling, because just mainly for role play, really. I used the Chieftain because it doesn't have the most fantastic cargo capacity. I think I got it to about 120 something, but it was nice for a tiny little turnover. It was good fun to fly, but when this ship came out, I just thought it's absolutely fantastic. The engines on it, I mean, it looks like something out of Star Wars. You look at it, or Guardians of the Galaxy, with this paintwork that I've got on it, it looks like Star-Lord's ship, in a way, just because of the paint job, not because of the way the ship actually looked. Um, but yeah, why not have it as a smuggling ship?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
In groups and forums and things, you get people saying, "Oh, what ship would you have in the game if you could have it in there?" And the top one's always the Millennium Falcon, because it's a smuggler ship. Everyone wants to play as the Millennium Falcon, and I think this ship is probably the closest that you're going to get to the Millennium Falcon in Elite Dangerous. I've actually got a day off work today. Kid's already at nursery. There was no point cancelling it. The day that I got off work was last minute, so why not spend the entire day playing Elite Dangerous? When I first started playing this game about a year ago, I had no idea it was going to be my favourite game, and it very quickly became the game that I always came back to. So I can disappear from this game for a couple of months at a time, but I always come back to it. Whereas other games that you play, I find once you've played through them, because they're very linear narrative, most games. But what I like about this is you create your own story with it. You can be part of a faction if you want to. You can be part of a group like I am. I'm part of the Pixel Bandits. And the groups that you join as well, particularly like the Pixel Bandits, they're quite happy with you just disappearing for a couple of months if that's what you need. If you need time with your family, or you need to focus on your job, or do you know what I mean? There's a lot of groups out there that are very flexible with how much you play and how much you're involved with the faction. Every now and again I try to help the faction out. I always hand in my exploration data in the ports that need it. Never give more than 10 million to a certain port, and you just do what you can, and you do it in your own time, create your own story with it. Whereas other games, I find, even though they're open world, or there's a lot of opportunities in lots of different games, this game, I find, is one of the only games that lets you pretty much do whatever you want. And the criticisms that people might have of the game is that, oh, you can't walk around as a person, you can only spend time in ships. You got to remember this.
Landing gear not deployed.
This game is only, for an MMO,
Warning. Landing gear
I think it's only about 4 years old, and it's only been out on the PlayStation for, I think it's just over a year and a half, I think. And I think 2.5 years it's been out on Xbox. So it's come a long way since I started playing it anyway. When I started playing it,
Engines disengaged.
you had half the ships that you have now. Right, so commodities market. The price has gone down a little bit since I was last here, but I suppose that's what happens when you've got an MMO with an environment that is constantly changing. So I've made a small profit, but I think with the cargo capacity on this ship, I think it's quite easy to see that it's a fantastic smuggling ship, if you want it to be. But then again, it's a fantastic fighter as well. It's very quick. It turns on a dime, and I didn't think it would. With a name like Krait, you expect the ship to be a Krait, and it's not at all. It's incredibly fast with engineered thrusters, and even with a cargo full, I got interdicted yesterday, and I had absolutely full cargo, and I could have escaped if I wanted to. I could have fought. It didn't matter, because I could have just dealt with the situation however I wanted because of the ship. It's such a good all-rounder. It reminds me so much of the Python, and I know there's a lot of people who are like, the Python is the best game in the ship, the best ship in the game. But I think this is up there, definitely. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, guys, that this is definitely going to be a ship that I am flying from now on. Anyway, I think that's all we've got time for. It's the first video I've uploaded for a very long time, so it's a bit all over the place. It wasn't... I tried to plan it a little bit, but you know, with Elite Dangerous, it's constantly changing. You can fly from one port to another, pick up what you need, come back, and the prices have completely changed because someone's gone there and figured out that they can do the same or whatever. And or even NPCs change how much commodities are worth at certain ports. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to making more videos in the future.